that the WNBA has been the angriest, bitterest league in the history of sports. Their fan base and their players are angry and bitter and do nothing but whine and complain.
In an unprecedented move that's sending shockwaves through the sports world, key players from the WNBA have announced they're walking away from the current collective bargaining agreement, CBA, and you're not going to believe why. This seismic shift follows a truly historic season, where we've seen spectacular plays, records shattered.
These rookies have put on quite a season, and it's not just Caitlin and Angel, Rickea Jackson and other rookies are killing it this year.
And now, what could be the biggest upheaval in league history? Buckle up, folks, because this changes everything. The groundbreaking announcement came late last night, when several of the league's most influential stars dropped the bombshell during a live stream that has since gone viral. These players, who have been at the forefront of the season's jaw-dropping performances, have decided they will not continue under the existing agreement. Why, you ask? Strap in, because the reasons are both compelling and controversial. Let's rewind. This recent WNBA season was nothing short of amazing. Fans were treated to a basketball masterclass with record attendances, jaw-dropping plays, and epic showdowns that had everyone on the edge of their seats. Stars like Breanna Stewart, Aja Wilson, and Sabrina Ionescu dominated the courts and social media alike, their every move dissected and admired by millions. The league's popularity skyrocketed, challenging norms and setting new standards. But all that glitters isn't gold. Behind the scenes, tensions were brewing. Players have been quietly discontented with the CBA, the agreement that governs salaries, player rights, and league operations. And now, the curtain has been lifted on issues that have been simmering under the surface all season long. Simply put, the players want change, and not just incremental, but transformative. Our sources reveal that frustrations have reached a boiling point over issues like compensation, medical benefits, travel accommodations, and even merchandising rights. Remember those iconic jerseys and sneakers you've seen all over Instagram? They didn't come with proper compensation for the athletes themselves. Driven by these glaring injustices, players have rallied together in a stunning display of unity. And last night, in a widely viewed live stream that has sent shockwaves far and wide,
is there a world where the Indiana Fever are just trying to keep their core together? Some of them are going overseas.
They united to declare their intentions of leaving the CBA. They emphasized a new vision for the league, one that matches their growing influence, aligns compensation with the historic heights of their performances, and recognizes their integral role in advancing sports culture. The public response has been insane. Fans and commentators alike are reeling from the announcement. Social media platforms have exploded with reactions, memes, and a myriad of hashtags like hashtag WNBA Revolution, hashtag Game Changer, and hashtag RiseUpWNBA. Everyone, from sports analysts to celebrities, is chiming in. Support is pouring in for the players, with many commending their bravery and highlighting the institutional challenges they'll need to overcome. However, not everyone agrees. Some critics argue that this abrupt decision could destabilize the league and undermine recent successes. The division in opinion is palpable, reflecting broader societal tensions on fairness and equality. It seems everyone has something to say about this bombshell announcement. In their emotional and heartfelt live stream, several athletes spoke candidly about their personal experiences and shared their aspirations for the sport. Star player Breanna Stewart passionately laid out her vision for an industry that respects and celebrates its athletes as more than just performers, but as partners in the growth of the game. Sabrina Ionescu emphasized, "We've achieved so much on the court. It's time our efforts off the court are valued the same way." It's their powerful words that have resonated with audiences and spurred a rallying cry across different platforms. So what's the future of the WNBA? On the cusp of this potential revolution, everyone is left wondering about the next big move. With the CBA now in question, will the league engage in renegotiations? Or are we on the brink of a brand new era of players' rights? Will this bold move inspire similar actions in other sports leagues? These are questions that have fans and experts in a frenzy of speculation. League executives, when reached for comment, remained tight-lipped, but sources suggest high-level talks are indeed in progress. The WNBA has been notoriously swift and savvy in navigating changes, but this time, the stakes have never been higher. The stage is set for potential major reform, and the world is watching eagerly. If the mid-season slam dunks, record-setting scores, and jaw-dropping buzzer beaters have taught us anything, it's that these athletes are capable of anything. And just maybe, they're about to redefine what's possible beyond the court. Imagine a league where players control their narratives, where their creative expressions are valued, and where their icons are celebrated for the cultural impact they truly have. This movement isn't just confined to traditional battles over wages. It transcends into what the WNBA represents at large in the cultural zeitgeist. The tension had been simmering for a long time, players whispering in locker rooms, exchanging furtive glances, sharing nods of understanding. It was palpable, even if unseen. And now that the tentatively whispered aspirations for change have crescendoed into public declarations, there's a solidarity that speaks volumes without uttering a single word. Breanna Stewart and Aja Wilson have found themselves at the forefront of this burgeoning movement. Their rise wasn't only about seizing victory on the court, it was about commanding respect off it. Their growing influence in the league wasn't just about physical prowess, it was a call for recognition of their broader cultural significance. This wasn't a simple contractual disagreement. It was a challenge, a dare, a demand to redefine what it means to be an athlete today. The urgency of their actions was driven by more than dissatisfaction. It was fueled by tectonic shifts within sports culture, catalyzed by the athletes themselves. Stepping onto the court isn't merely about gameplays, it's a statement, a challenge to the reigning paradigms, a demonstration of power and unity. The player's vision is as crystal clear as it is ambitious. It doesn't merely revolve around higher compensation. It is a clarion call for systems that honor their contributions holistically. From equal travel accommodations to fair media representation to health and wellness benefits that reflect the punishing demands placed on their bodies, there's a yearning for comprehensive reform that validates their multifaceted roles in shaping the fabric of the WNBA. The promises of today mirror the struggles of the past. The players' ancestors found themselves at similar cross-sections of fate and ambition, daring to question the status quo for the promise of a world where future generations could stand tall on court and beyond. This continuity of struggle speaks to universal themes of fairness, justice, and the right to dream audaciously. Imagine those iconic strolls into the hoop arenas. Those are more than just moments captured for the gram. Those are modern-day marches, symbols of resilience wrapped in high fashion, conveying a message without the necessity of utterance. Every sneaker lace-up signifies an unwavering connection to this legacy. But what might the practical implications of this movement entail? How do these idealistic aspirations translate into concrete actions that shift realities? And how might this affect fans, teams, and future generations of athletes? In seeking change, the players aim to initiate renegotiations that reflect today's socioeconomic climates, echo an athlete's diversified worth, and signify a paradigm shift. This just isn't about numbers. It's a recalibration of perspectives that acknowledges players as cultural architects, shaping the leagues from the inside out. The league's leaders are now compelled to confront not just the players' demands, but their own roles in fostering an ecosystem that insists on shortchanging those it claims to uplift. For what is a league without its players, but an echo of potential, forlorn and unfulfilled? Fans, in their unpredictable wisdom, have leveraged social media to further the players' cause, articulating a shared belief in possibility. Through hashtags and online discourse, the common voice resounds, one that acknowledges the ethos of an athlete's worth extending beyond the game, seeking justice and equity. In this narrative, the crowd becomes the narrator, championing, amplifying, and crystallizing the movement's needs before a global audience. Critics may suggest that the resultant instability could unsettle the league's trajectory, but the players see the potential for robust dialogue, transformative negotiations, and an eventual harmony that could strengthen the structure of the WNBA rather than fracture it. Through fluid, dynamic interactions, they advocate crafting meaningful policies that manifest justice, balance, and resilience. History stands before us as a testament, reminding all of how each pivotal moment of revolution begins with a single daring step, an audacious whisper, a courageous live stream. As we stand amidst this narrative transmigration, one realizes, this isn't merely sports, this is history in real time, unfolding through the indomitable spirit of women who refuse to be marginalized. Yes, indeed, their influence echoes profoundly. It resonates in every poetic dribble, through transformative athletic engagement, reaching those whose dreams depend on the resolution of this tumultuous affair. Ultimately, as the WNBA sits on the precipice of transformation, every decision made now paves the path for tomorrow's legends. It's an unforeseen, yet necessary evolution, reminiscent of all significant movements past, daring to make history. Not merely through records, but by birthing league-wide reform that venerates the irreplaceable value of these phenomenal athletes. And as the world tunes in, eagerly watching, speculating, tweeting, and passionately debating, it's evident. This isn't just a story, it's a transformative narrative that propels us into high-stakes reconnoitering a fairer, just, and inclusive sporting revolution. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. For more WNBA topics and updates, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.